Let's talk about the vases.
The hypothesis for how they were made, at least in the mainstream, has remained the same, which is, it was people rubbing on them with rocks and banging on them with flint, stuff like that. So made by hand. And again, to speed run the vases, it's like they go back to well and truly pre-dynastic times. In some cases, there's evidence of them going back to burials as far as 14,500 years ago, right through pre-dynastic times. And then they've been found in times, basically during the Old Kingdom, up to about the 4th and 5th dynasty, most of them. The majority of them were found beneath the step pyramid, like 40, 50,000 of them, which is a 3rd dynasty structure. Then they kind of peter out after that. Like there's a few examples of vases that come from later periods, but we identify them as coming from those periods because they have very poorly scratched hieroglyphs on them. Extremely thin. Petrie found one that went down to 1/40th of an inch, which is, I think, the quote that I've got here from him. When you get into the details of arguing about this, the people are like, okay, they made them on a lathe, but it was just a simple lathe. Because the idea that you're turning this stone to get these results. I'm like, okay, so if they had lathes, why didn't they have the pottery wheel? The pottery wheel was a much simpler application of the wheel than a lathe is. It's just a facetious sort of argument to suggest that these came from the same people. I think they're inherited and they're older.